Tamil Nadu's Forest Minister K. Ponmudi apologized for his misogynistic and casteist remarks. The minister's remarks landed the Chief Minister M.K. Stalin in a controversy as well, inviting fierce criticism from women's rights activists, opposition political parties, and even from within the ruling DMK. Now, Ponmudi, whom Stalin re-inducted into the cabinet last year after the Supreme Court stayed his conviction in a 2011 disproportionate assets case, has been sacked as the DMK's Deputy General Secretary. He has not so far been sacked from his ministerial post, mind you. And at least two senior leaders, the DMK's Kanimozhi and BJP's Khushbu Sundar, have demanded Ponmudi be held accountable for unacceptable and disgusting remarks. The minister apologized, and I quote from his statement, "I sincerely apologize for the inappropriate language I used in my speech at an internal meeting held by the Periyar Dravidar Kazhagam." And of course, this is the apology that K. Ponmudi has now put out in that statement. Those misogynistic and casteist remarks that he had made against the Vaishnavites and the Shivites, and of course women at large, was sincerely looked down upon. My colleague Varghese Abraham joins us on the broadcast here. Varghese, only yesterday did we look at the AIA, DMK and the BJP formalizing their particular alliance about a year in advance to the 2026 assembly elections. And on the other hand, you've got the DMK that has been taking on the center on various issues, but it's again and again DMK's own colleagues, DMK's own party workers and leaders that land the party into trouble. Now, you've got K. Kanimozhi along with Khushbu Sundar of the BJP demanding sacking of the minister. He's just been sacked from his party post, but what about the ministerial berth? And of course, a quick big U-turn by K. Ponmudi himself.
Also, as you rightly pointed out, the big question has been is that when he made those statements, in fact, from within the DMK, there was a lot of protest regarding it. And many of them, in fact, see that ahead of the 2026 elections, if you sack Ponmudi from the cabinet, it would in fact send a wrong message, and that's for they were also supposed to be seen taking some kind of action. That's why you see him being knocked off a party post. But the opposition has been insisting that he has to be sacked from the cabinet. Based on what we understand on the ground right now, it looks like Stalin or the DMK is now planning to, in fact, ensure that their campaign starts on a negative note, especially when it comes to 2026 polls. And as rightly pointed out, when the elections are around the corner, with AI, DMK, as well as the BJP also taking shape in the state, Stalin would like to keep it steering clear from any kind of controversies. But Ponmudi has had habit of, in fact, being the motor part of the party and making statements that do tend to land the top leadership of the DMK in trouble. And of course, there have been incidents other than this where he had in fact spoken on various occasions that has also created national stir as well, especially when it came to references to those who are working from North India and Tamil Nadu, especially when there were references to the question about learning Hindi. So it's not as limited to it, but again, as said, a lot of people have been hurt by the kind of story that he made with regard to at the Periyar event. So all we know right at the moment is that the BJP as well as the others have been given some kind of an ammunition to hit at the DMK just before the elections campaign, or the last year for the election for the DMK could in fact end and they could get to the campaign mode. They've been hit by something.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's still a long way to go, and a lot of political churning in the state of Tamil Nadu as well. Varghese Abraham bringing us the latest details. Many thanks, Varghese.